So hey guys, I welcome you all to my channel Abbot Academy. So this time we'll be dealing about an important chapter from biology class 10, that is life processes. So it's a very long chapter, so we'll be not be doing in a single video. We'll be splitting it into part 1, part 2 and part 3. So this is the part 1 video of life processes, and in this part we'll be dealing about some basic concepts of life processes that are given in NCERT book. We'll be talking about autotrophic nutrition, heterotrophic nutrition, and the various subdivisions under heterotrophic nutrition. Then we will talk about the conditions necessary for photosynthesis and what are the various processes that are involved in the photosynthesis. How does photosynthesis occur? Then we'll be talking in detail about holozoic nutrition and the 5 conditions that occur in holozoic nutrition. So that's all for today. We'll be talking about that much, or else the video will be too long. So let's start quickly. And it's my guarantee that all your basic concepts will be cleared in this video. So stay tuned. So life processes. What are life processes? So life process includes all those processes which are necessary for the survival of the of life. For example, nutrition. If we do not eat food, then we will die. So eating food or ingestion is a life process, because if we do not do that process, then we will eventually die. So it is a necessary condition for the survival of our life. So including the life processes, all those processes which are necessary for the survival of our life is life processes. So basically, there are two modes of nutrition, that are autotrophic and heterotrophic. So what is autotrophic nutrition? You have also read these in your previous classes. So let me tell you in brief. So autotrophic nutrition includes all those organisms, I repeat, all those organisms which are capable or are able to make their own food. Okay, so it includes all those organisms which are able to make their own food by using simple inorganic compounds, you can say, by using simple inorganic compounds like for example carbon dioxide and water. They are inorganic compounds. So basically all those organisms which are able to make their own food by using simple inorganic compounds are known as autotrophic, are said to perform autotrophic nutrition. So for example, blue green algae and green plants. So basically these two are capable for making their own food. For example, green plants perform photosynthesis and thus are able to make their own food by converting simple inorganic compounds like carbon dioxide and water into organic compounds like starch. Okay. So heterotrophic. What is heterotrophic? Just opposite of autotrophic. All those organisms, it includes all those organisms which are not able to or not capable to make or generate their own food. For example, parasitic. So for example, us humans. Humans are heterotrophic, because humans are because humans are dependent on other organisms like plants for their food. So we are heterotrophic. We cannot generate just like our own food by doing photosynthesis, because we can't do photosynthesis. So these are heterotrophic. In heterotrophic, we have 3 branches: parasitic, saprophytic, and holozoic. So let us quickly talk about parasitic. Parasitic is nothing but all those organisms which depend on other organisms for their food. So they depend on a host body for their food. For example, virus. Virus is a parasitic. Virus perform parasitic mode of nutrition, because virus depends on the host body for its nutrition. Okay. Saprophytic mode of nutrition includes all those organisms which depend on dead and decaying matter for their food. For example, Indian dew plant. Indian dew plant depends on dead and decaying matter, organic matter, for its food. And then holozoic. Holozoic involves 5 major steps, that is ingestion, digestion, absorption, assimilation, and ingestion. So what are basically these steps? First, let us talk about ingestion. Ingestion is nothing but taking the food, intake of food. Simple. Digestion. First, we intake the food. Then the food breaks into simpler compounds so that our body can digest it. So it process of breaking the food into simpler organic compounds is nothing but the process of digestion. Absorption. Then our body absorbs the food, and then it is carried to different cells in our body so that it absorbs. Then assimilation. Assimilation is the use of the food. So the use of the absorbed food, that is in the form of energy, then the food is used for the for generating energy or any other processes that you need. So that includes an assimilation, that is usage of food that we have stored. Then egestion. Egestion is simply the other name of excretion. Excretion is nothing but the removal of the metabolic or metabolic waste from our body. So that becomes egestion, which are not useful at all for our body. So let us quickly see two examples which perform holozoic mode of nutrition does these 5 steps, perform these 5 steps. That is amoeba and human beings. Amoeba also perform these 5 steps, that is ingestion, digestion, absorption, assimilation, and egestion. So human beings also perform these 5 steps, so they come under the holozoic mode of nutrition. Simple. And if you have any doubt, please comment in the comment section, and please do subscribe my channel. Now let us talk about photosynthesis. Photosynthesis is nothing but the process through which plants make their own food in the presence of sunlight, chlorophyll, water, and carbon dioxide. Simple. So these are the necessary conditions for photosynthesis. And there are three major processes involved in the photosynthesis. That is, how does photosynthesis occur? So basically, photosynthesis in the first step involves the conversion of light energy into chemical energy. So as we know that the light coming from the sun is in the form of light energy. So the light energy then converts into chemical energy. This is done by the presence of chlorophyll. So first step, light energy, conversion of light energy into chemical energy. Then it includes hydrolysis of water. So the water that is in the form of H2O, the energy that so the hydrolysis of water occurs from the that is splitting of water molecules into H2 and O2. Simple. Then conversion of CO2 into carbohydrates. The third step includes the conversion of CO2, that is carbon dioxide gas, into carbohydrates, or you can say starch. So these three steps are involved in the photosynthesis process. So let us take a quick recap of this. Autotrophic nutrition, that are all those organisms which are capable of producing their own food or making their own food. Heterotrophic, just opposite, which are not capable of producing their own food. It includes parasitic, saprophytic, holozoic. Parasitic, which depends on the host body. Saprophytic, which depends on dead and decaying matter. Holozoic, which includes 5 steps. For example, amoeba in human beings. And photosynthesis, conditions required are sunlight, water, chlorophyll, CO2. And the 3 steps are conversion of light energy into chemical energy. Then splitting of water molecules, that is hydrolysis of water, you can say. The third step includes conversion of CO2 into carbohydrates. So this is a brief introduction of life processes. So we will also see in the next video, we will also see about digestion. So stay tuned and please like, share, subscribe my video, and please do subscribe to Abbot Academy. Thank you guys.